Hey everybody, this is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer, and welcome to a new playthrough video. Tonight I'm going to be playing Space Station Zero. This is my fourth game. Now the challenges sort of jump around. This is sort of like a choose-your-own-adventure book. You finish one challenge, and sometimes you roll randomly to see where the next one is, and sometimes it just sends you to one. In this particular instance, I finished up Challenge 2, and Challenge 2 said that there was only one door, go directly to Challenge 6, which is what I'm going to be running tonight. Now, Challenge 6 has me a little worried. There are 4 different obstacles / enemies that I'm going to have to be dealing with in this particular game. In the last challenge, one of my characters, the scientist named Static, this one, got so hurt that all of its stats got lowered by 1. So I'm dealing with a scientist now who, combat of 2, reaction of 2, move of 3, very slow. So we'll see how that goes. So let me explain how this is going to work. First off, I've kind of got the terrain scattered here. Now, there are 2 hidden gun turrets, and right now I'm saying that they're tucked down in these 2 towers right here. I don't know they're there. And once one of my crew crosses this halfway point, they will activate. They are quite deadly. They will shoot up to 3 targets in line of sight. And they are ranged, and they are +2. So their combat is 5 dice roll. They get to roll 5 dice for each target that they are targeting. It doesn't say whether they will target the 4 mutants that are hiding 2 behind this tower and 2 behind this tower. I don't know that they're there. So they will at some point make an appearance. They are melee only. They have no ranged weapons. So it doesn't say that the combat turrets or gun turrets will target them. So I don't know if maybe they're the ones that programmed the gun turrets. I don't know. I'm going to play it as the gun turrets will only target my crew because I can't find anywhere in here where it states that the mutants are also able to be targeted. Now, there is a virus bomb, this right here. The virus bomb will detonate after 5, at the end of turn 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this nasty orange dice right in the center. It's Discover Games. Sorry, Alan. It's not nasty. It's just sort of orange mutated, kind of like poison. So I'm going to put it with the 1 up. And at the end of turn 5, if I haven't deactivated it, all of my crew members are basically knocked out. They're killed. I don't think they're killed so much as they just, it says they're immediately out of action and removed from play. Roll is, okay, so and then you roll as normal on the injuries and death table. So, yeah, so there you go. And then finally, there are 4 mutants in the back here who have a move of 7. So once they see one of my characters, line of sight, which is probably, I don't know how I'll play that, they can move 14 inches. So they can engage me very, very fast. So I'm not quite sure, honestly, how to deal with this. Oh, yes, there's a collapsible ceiling that the first crew member, after the first crew member completes their activation, I'm supposed to turn to page 114, number 2. I haven't looked that far ahead. There is a section in the back that you're not supposed to look past. It says, warning. And so it's kind of like those Choose Your Own Adventures, I imagine. I don't know what it is, but apparently after one of my crew members moves, something's going to happen to the floor. It says collapsing floor. So I'm going to have to turn to a page and see what happens there. So there's a lot going on. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, first thing I need to do is organize my crew. I want them sort of divided up. So I'm going to put the captain and my medic and my pilot over here, and I'm going to put my other 4 guys over here. And it says they have to start in this zone. So I'll put 2 here, 2 here, and I'm going to put these 3 over here. And, yeah, no, they have to be actually on this machine, I guess. Yep. So they do too. They need to be up here. All right, well, there we go. Now, I don't know about the collapsing. I'm not going to metagame here. So because I don't know about the collapsing floor, my crew does not know about the collapsing floor. Normally, I would have my captain or one of my soldiers go first. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll randomly to see whether the captain tells Surge to inch forward or if the captain decides to move forward. 1 to 3, captain. 4 to 6, Surge. So it's going to be the captain. So on the captain's first turn, it says at the end of his activation. So he's going to move. He can move 4. So what I'm going to do is I can move up to 8 inches. And once he moves right here, he can see one of the hidden mutants back there. So that mutant is going to move towards him. That's the end of his activation. So now it says, after the first crew member completes their activation, turn to page 114, number 2. All right, hold on just a second. All right, 114, number 2. Yeah, hidden information. Okay, here we go. Number 2, challenge 6, collapsing floor. Once the first crew member has completed their activation, they must make a movement challenge test 4, single roll. If this test fails, they are out of action and removed from play. Are you kidding me? His move is only 4. He's not going to roll 4 even numbers. If this test fails, they're out of action and removed from play. They do not need to roll on the injuries and death table, as they are completely trapped under the floor. They are not killed and may be rescued if once the challenge is ended. Once the first crew member is completed, the weak spots in the floor become clear, and all future crew members may avoid them. Whatever. Ah, come on. All right. Jeez. So I have a move of 4, and it's a move 4 test. So I have to have 4 even numbers. Does the captain get to reroll anything? No. No. All right. 6, 6, 5, 7. Well, he failed it. All right. So the captain is out of the game. That's kind of not cool. All right, whatever. Let's see if I keep initiative. I need to roll a 6 or higher. I rolled a 3. I do not. Now, the mutant saw my captain, so he is going to move 14 inches out, which would put him right about here. All right, so he has moved. Now, do they keep initiative? They need to roll a 6 or higher, and they rolled a 4, so they do not. So now it's my turn. I'm going to go ahead and shoot at this thing. They have a life of 4, combat of 3, and they are plus 1 combat in melee, so I'm not worried about that. But they're plus 2 if the target they are fighting is not at full health. Oh, man. Okay. I'm going to have Surge fight. Oh, by the way, my I guess my engineer will give the weapon tuning to... He'll give it to static because his combat dropped. So his combat will be now increased by 1. All right. So Surge will fire. Surge has 4 combat, and then he gets 2 for the weapon. And I am, and since he's a soldier combat specialist, he can reroll any 2 die. All right, so I'm targeting this guy. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and move. I'm going to move here and target him. I got a 10, 4, 6, 10, 4. So I got 5 hits out of that. That's really good. 5 hits. That mutant has a combat of 3, so he can only block 3. I said I got 5. 5 and 1, 10, and 4. So 3 hits got through. So he's at 1 health. He has 4 health. Just dropped down to 1. All right, let's see. Next. Oh, I need to see if I keep initiative. 6 or higher? I do not. So the next mutant will move. I'm just going to say they alternate. He'll move right here. And let's see, does he keep initiative? No, he does not. All right. So now it's my turn. I'm going to have... Who's my other soldier? Hazard. I'm going to have Hazard move very close because I need to get to this bomb thing by the end of turn 5. So Hazard is going to fire. Hazard's the same as Surge. He's got 4 combat, 2... I could have re-rolled. I didn't think about that. Oh well. Live and learn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do it. 10, 10, 2, 2. So 4 hits. I'm going to re-roll 2 of these. 4 hits. 5 hits. All right, and so he rolls to block with 3. 5 hits versus 8 and a 4. So also he's down to 1 health. Did I keep initiative with Hazard? I did. I needed to roll a 10 or higher. So up next will be who has the higher combat? They all have 3, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna have Tharn, my chief engineer, move out. He can move 4, and then he's gonna fire at this guy. His combat is 3, and he's got 2 for the weapon, so he gets to roll 5. I rolled a 2, 6, 2, 2, so 4 hits. I think 1 is automatically going to hit because he only got 1 health. Yeah, so he is out. And by the way, I need to be flagging that these guys have moved. I put these little red tokens to indicate their turn is over. All right, so I took out 1 of the bad guys. Now I need to roll, I think I need to roll a 12 or higher to keep initiative. Second crew was 6, third is 10, fourth is 12. So unless I roll a 12, the mutants go. They go. All right, so this one over here is going to move. He's coming out. He'll be pretty close. And then do they keep initiative, 6 or higher? I rolled a 3. They do not. I'm going to have my scientist, who is 2 combat, but he's got +3 on the weapon. He got a weapon tune, so he's rolling 5 dice. And that's a 6-sided. I rolled an 8, 6, 12, 8. 4 hits. 4 hits. He's only got 1 health left, so I think he's toast. 11, 6, and 10. Yes. So he loses his final 1. Oh, by the way, these things can be spotted, but it will take me... There is a awareness, my pilot, to avoid or spot hidden, roll +2 dice. So he's going to... My pilot, I need to get rid of this guy. They is going to move. Who just went? I did. So I need to roll a 6 or higher to keep initiative. I did. So Vey is going to move here. And Vey is going to shoot at him. Vey is 3 combat and 2 weapon. So he's rolling 5 dice. I rolled a 10, 6, 6, and a 4. 4 hits. 4 hits versus 3 saves. 4 hits, 10, 12. So 4 minus 2, 2 hits. So he's got 2 health left. I need a 10 or higher to keep initiative. I did not get it. So this other mutants will come running out. And that's all they can do. There's no more mutants. So the last guy, my last guy is going to be my pilot will come out. And he's going to make an observation. Are there any more of these guys lurking around? Now, the way this works is when I make a reaction to avoid damage or somebody to roll +2 dice. So pilot's reaction is 4, and I get +2 for his awareness trait. And to spot these, I need to, where is it? To spot them, where is it? When a gun turret activate, they are otherwise hidden but may be spotted as normal. I don't know the rules for that. Let me look at that. How do you spot something? Let's see. Flying, climbing, combat, line of sight, hidden enemies. Here we go. Spotting a hidden enemy is a reaction challenge test with a success number equal to the reaction stat of the enemy. So the enemy... both the enemy and the turrets are 3. So I just got to get 3 evens to spot them. I got a 6, and that's it. Wow. All right, so he failed it. All right, but he does get the 1, no, I think I just have to roll that straight. I don't think those get added on. I don't think they're cumulative. We'll see. All right, that is the end of the turn. It is now turn 2. Let me take these up. And I can't believe I lost my captain. All right, it is my turn. I haven't crossed the line yet, so the turrets haven't activated. But I need to get to that. I need to get there and turn that off. So first thing we got to do is deal with these mutants. So first off, Surge is going to go. Surge is, again, 4 combat, 2 weapons. And he gets to reroll 2. So we got a 2, 2, 8, 9, 1, 8. I'm going to reroll these 2. And I got a 12. So he got 5 hits on that one. He was aiming at that one. So 5 hits versus 3 saves. 5, 6, 3. So yeah, that's enough to knock this one out. And that was Surge went. Actually, you know what? Sorry, he would have moved and then fired. They're all trying to get down there for this bomb. Oh, by the way, the reason I know it's a bomb is when the mission starts, it says that this thing like comes out of the floor hidden, and there's like a countdown timer on it. So we don't know exactly what's going to happen, but we know it's a countdown. Something bad's happening. All right, let's see. Do I retain initiative? I do. All right, so I've got one guy. I need Hazard to move here as far as he can, but without crossing that line. And he will fire 6 shots. He's what? 4 plus 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 2. Come on, kill this thing. I got a 2, 6, and a 12. So 3 hits. 3 hits versus its 3 saves, and it saves 12, 2, 12. So it doesn't take any damage. I need to roll a 10 or higher to keep initiative. I did not. This is going to move into contact with Hazard. The mutant is combat 3, and it's +1 if it's in melee. It's +2 if I'm not at full health, which I am at full health. So it's rolling 4 dice, and it rolls a 4, a 2, and a 4. So 3 hits. And my combat is 4. So 3 hits, and I save for 1. 2 hits. So he is down. I'm just going to write on here. Hazard is down to 2. He took 2 hits out of 5. All right. That's the last enemy, so all my guys will get to roll. So next is going to be... Next will be... he will move all the way up here. 4. And fire point blank. He is 3 plus 2 is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my weak scientist. I rolled a 2 and a 6. So 2 hits. 2 hits, it's 3 saves. 9, 8, 5. So 1 hit, so it's down to 3 health. Droon is going to fly all the way up here. Because Droon can move right here. And he is combat 3 plus 2. I rolled an 8, 12, 8, 10. 4 hits. 4 hits versus its 3 saves. It saves 1, so 3 hits. That's enough to kill the... You know what? I wanted Droon to make the observation. Oh, well. All right, so he's gone. Next will be Vey. Vey will double move all the way up. He's going to move and hide here. And my engineer is going to double move 4. He can move all the way up here. And so on the next turn, which now I'm on turn 3, I need Droon to really make this observation. So it's 3. It's 4 reaction, and he gets an extra 1. So 5 dice, and I need 3 evens. I got a 12, an 8, a 4. So I did. So Droon spots the hidden guns here, gun turrets. Now, since I've spotted them, they may be turned off by a crew member within 1 inch who makes a reaction challenge test for 8+. So Droon went. So here's what I'm going to do. Vey. He yells over, Vey, try to disable that thing. Vey opens up the panel. Vey's reaction is 3. And it says I need to make a reaction challenge test 4. So I can't even get 4 even with a reaction of 3. But they're cumulative. And I need 8 or higher. So let's try this. I got nothing. So he went and he failed it. Next will be my engineer over here. My engineer is 4 reaction. And he has bypass, which is once per challenge, treat a reaction challenge test as a 0 target number. So I'm going to use that. I don't have to worry about the 8 this time. I just need to get some even. I need to get 4 even numbers out of 4 dice rolls. I got a 10, and that's it. So there is 1 on here. He yells, Hazard, get your butt over here and help me with this. So Hazard moves. Hazard is 3 reactions. So he's going to try. He went. Now, he's going to try, and he needs 8 or higher. I got an 8 and a 10, so 2, and it was 4, right? So that's only 4, and it's a 3. I'm sorry, he got 2. Yeah, 2 plus 1 is 3. So this is up to 3. I need 1 more person to disable it. So I'm gonna call over. Thorn, my chief. No. Static, my scientist, he's got a reaction of 2. He tries it. I just need 1 even over 8 or higher. And I got a 12. So this one is disabled. Whoa. All right. Now, Surge will move up and try on this one. Surge is reaction of 3. Reaction of 3, I need 8 or higher. I got nothing. Nothing. All right, I can't. This is getting dangerous here. All right, so everybody has moved. All right, so now here's what we're going to do. I got to get this bomb disabled. The bomb, once I move past that line, these things are going to activate and they can shoot 3 targets. I am going to, all right, to disable the virus, it's a reaction challenge test 10. I need 10 successes, and they all have to be 4 or higher. And the only people that can do it, you must be within 1 inch of it. All right. So, man, I could move them behind it. Oh, you know what? This is turn 4. Sorry. Let's see. Turn 4. All right, turn 4. All right, let's do this. All my guys can move 4. So, honestly, they can't even get there. But it's by the end of turn 5. So, he's going to double move. He's going to double move. He'll double move. What's Vay's reaction? 3. Vay will double move. And Droon will come over here, and these 2 guys are going to try to disable this. This is gonna end badly for me. All right, that is the end of turn 4. However, when they move beyond here, this thing activates. It will pick 3 targets. So 1, 2, and I'll just have Vay because Vay's the closest. This is going to stink. It's +2, so its combat is 5, and you roll for each one individually. So let's start with Droon. 5 possible hits here. 12, 3, 9, 9, 6. So 2 hits. 2 hits on Droon, but Droon's defense or combat is 3. So 2 hits blocked by none. I take 2 hits. Droon takes 2 hits. All right, next 5 is against Surge. That's an 8, 12, and a 2. 3 hits. 3 hits. And Surge has a combat of 4. 3 hits, and I get to reroll 2. 3 hits. 2, 4. So if I roll 1 more even, I can block a point. I can block that one. I rolled a 10. So no damage on Surge. Now they're going to shoot. It's going to shoot at Vay. Vay has a combat of 3. All right, so 5 dice. 8, 2, 2 hits. 2 hits to Vay's 3 defense dice. 2 hits versus 8, 4, 12. No damage. I may pull this off. All right. Oh, you know what I didn't do was I didn't do their... They moved, this fired. I'm going to have them try to disable it. All right, so Droon gets a reaction 4. And he has awareness. When pilot makes a reaction, challenge us to avoid damage or despite hidden roleplay. Okay, so it's just 4. I got a 10. A 10. So one of the 4 is disabled. Let's try Surge. Surge has a reaction of 3. 8s or higher. 8, 12, 6. So 2. So that means it's up to 3. It's going to be, this is how it's going to work. It's now turn 5. Okay. I need to disable this first. So let's see what happens. I'm going to have Droon, who has a reaction of 4. He just needs 1 even over 8. He got a 10. He got a 10. So this is disabled. All right. Surge cannot get there. He can get there, but it'll take a double move, and that's not going to matter. So I've got 4 guys that need to get 10. We'll just do a countdown here. Here's the dice. 10. I need to take 10 points off of that. To disable that is a reaction, and it's 4 or higher. So let's just go around the table. They reaction 3. 4s or higher. I got a 4 and a 4. So this knocks it down to 8. All right. Let's do the scientist next. Scientist's reaction is 2. And I need 4s or higher. I rolled a 4 and a 10. Down to 6. Next is my chief engineer, whose reaction is 4. He has bypass once per challenge. I already did that. I can't do it this turn. So 4s or higher. I got a 10 and a 10. So this is down to 4. I don't think I can win this. And Hazard has a reaction of 3. I can't win it. Hold on. Hazard has once per turn, he's select any 2 dice to re-roll. It says combat specialist, but it doesn't say it has to be a combat. Let's try it. Well, it doesn't matter because he can only roll 3 dice. Is there anything I could have done to give many tests plus 1 to intelligence? No. There's nothing I could do. 8. Down to 3, which means the poison gas comes out. The virus bomb is activated. All crew members are immediately out of action and removed from play. Roll is normal on the injuries and death table. Re-rolling on any roll of 12 or higher. All right, let's do it. So back on page... Let's see, where is it? Page 40, post-game process. So here's how I'm going to do this. My captain's safe. He's under the floor. So I'm just going to line all my guys up. Now, thankfully, none of them died. They didn't get reduced to 0 health. But I'm going to start here, and I'm going to go left. So we'll start with Droon. Droon, you roll 2d12s, and you add them together. And it says you re-roll anything 12 and... Wait, does it re-roll or... Let me double check that. Roll is normal on injuries and death, re-rolling any roll over 12. Which, guess what? Most everything over 12 is kind of good. So everything under 12 is not so good. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to roll the red dice. 2 red dice. Droon gets a 9 plus 6 is 15. Get to re-roll it. 8 plus 10, 18. Get to re-roll it. 1 plus 6 is a 7. A 7 is worse for wear. Permanently reduced all stats by 1. All right. So Droon is going to go down to 3, 3, 2, 3, 2. Okay. Captain's okay. Let's go with Surge. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 is dead and gone. Surge is dead. Next is Bay. 22, reroll. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 is worse for wear. All stats reduced by 1. So my doctor is now. All right. Next is Hazard. Hazard is 17. Reroll that. 11. 11 is dead and gone. Hazard is gone. Next is Static, my engineer. 23. Reroll. 8. 8 is dead and gone. All right. Static is dead and gone. And then finally, my scientist, 7 is dead and gone. I just lost 4 crew members, just like that. That was Thorn and Static. Yep. Dead. So all I've got left is the captain, my pilot, Droon, and my medical officer, they. All right. You know, I was commenting in an earlier video that these missions were kind of easy. Well, that'll come back to bite you. Wow. I mean, all right. Well, let's see what happens here. I'll deal with XP later. I think the captain gets 2, and everybody else gets 1, and they don't have enough XP to increase any stat. Let's go back to challenge 6. I failed it. So on failure, let's see. The challenge ends when all the deranged mutants have been defeated and the virus bomb has been deactivated. Note that if the virus bomb is not deactivated, it explodes, blah, blah, blah. When the challenge ends, the floor collapses and all of the crew members are sent tumbling deeper into the space station. This is a no-return challenge, so I can't go backwards. Roll once on the table below. Roll a d12. I will be playing, it's a 9, challenge 13. So I am going to challenge 13. Let's take a look at the name of it. Challenge 13 is called Weapons Locker. And I'm going to read it on it later, but I don't have a whole lot. I'm not very excited about it because I'm down to 3 crew. These guys are all dead. So anyway, I'm going to keep playing this until my crew is dead, and then I'll decide whether I want to play it again. It's kind of frustrating. I'm going to admit, it's kind of frustrating. That injury table is quite harsh, especially when you can't re-roll 12s and under. Like, I guess the poison gas just killed them all. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, listen, I hope you enjoyed this. I did enjoy it. I always enjoy playing a good game. I hate losing so many crew members at once. Somebody interestingly, I forget where it was. I think it may have been on my Facebook page. They posted that I'm quite lucky that I most of my games that I do playthroughs, you know, I don't lose crew members. And that's kind of true. I mean, what you see is what you get. I play the game as it is. I roll the dice. So for the person, I know there was one person. So for the person that says I don't play the games the way they're meant to be played, hello, four dead crew, just like that. So I just don't even know what to say at this point. Oh well, it is supposed to be a hard game, so that's part of the process. All right. Well, anyway, I'm going to take a break. I will update my crew sheet, and it will be available as a download with this video. Just check for the link in the video description, and you can download my crew roster, which isn't going to be much. Also, I will be back probably in less than a week or so with Challenge 13. All right, that's all. This is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me for another game of Space Station Zero, and take care.